want to talk about this. Like, I mean, our past is definitely a huge fall in the house. Show us. They're hungry for it. Maybe they're curious about it.
When doing all the school stuff and just
I started going to night school. My life was literally.
There's something behind it. Yes, and we are live. I'm Eric.
I'm Andre.
And I'm Richie.
And welcome to the High and Power Podcast, coming to you live on YouTube. Guys, when you have a chance or when you don't have a chance, I don't care. I just want you guys to like, comment, subscribe. I want you to go on our social media. Guys, we're almost hitting 800 followers, bro. Continue helping us out. Continue helping us spread the word of positivity, man, because it's a great day to have a great day, guys. It's a blessing to wake up and be breathing. It's a blessing to having the family that we have, the support, and it's a blessing to have all my friends, everybody here today, because when things go get hard in life, we kind of forget about the good things that
small little things
joys,
that make a difference.
You know what I mean? A lot of the joys get hid in the closet. Open that closet up, look back in the day, man, I'm just. It's a great day to me. It's a great day to have a great day.
I love it, bro. Let's go. Hell yeah.
Everything going on. We need happy energy in this world.
Episode 33, my G.
I love it.
33. It's we always say this, man. It's been a journey and it's fun, bro. We're getting better every time. And as we're over here, having all these guests, and learning so much from these people, we are developing with you. We're in this fight with you, and
today's gonna be a real fun.
It's gonna be fun, man.
Yeah.
Last episode, big shout out to Brandon, man, and his whole family. It was a blessing to have him on, man. It's we wish you nothing but the best. We're here always supporting you, man, your dreams, and we can't wait to see what the future. All
I know is we got a signed jersey, bruh.
Yeah, we're gonna black it up.
When he gets drafted to Real Madrid, we're gonna have the OG jersey.
Yeah. Yo, he better give us connections, bro. For real.
You're on our podcast.
Yeah, he'd be sending out the contract to be like, hey, how you say direito de imagens?
Rights to the images.
It felt like we actually made him feel comfortable where he's at,
And it's it was dope to see, because I could tell in the beginning he was a little nervous, but then as it goes on, because we know him too, we kind of basically saw him growing up, his boys are my little brother, so it's and bro, what blew my mind is the amount of knowledge and how grown he was.
Yeah.
To make that decision
at such a young age.
Yeah, that was crazy. So it's dope to see that.
Because if you think about it, bro, we'll get through this a little quick, but if you think about it, man, a lot of kids at that age, they're not really looking that far, man.
They don't got the maturity to deal with something like that.
Tomorrow or in the next 2 hours. It's crazy. He already planned out his whole next 5 years basically of his life, dude.
Yeah, and I put myself in his shoes, man. Me at 19, I wasn't even thinking so far ahead. I just wanted to know what was tomorrow about.
Hell yeah.
And it's
didn't even know what I was gonna eat.
Exactly, and it's you can see why he's different. You can see why he's at the position he's at today, bro. Because with the mentality he has, the drive, the passion,
he has a maturity that goes along with the drive. It goes along with everything he wants, and he doesn't give up. And not only that, he has the best support system. His support system is insane,
bro. What was it, half of our audience that day was
his family.
His family.
I know. We had, out of the 70 people watching us live, we probably had 30 buenos there. It's crazy.
It's dope though, but it's so cool to see that, dude. The support. Cool so far.
All I saw was buenos in the chat.
It was dope. It was
Briggs
so dope.
is in the house. Briggs, say hi to everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Brigatron.
Big shout out to Briggs. Big shout out to Vision Agency.
Yes,
Without
sir.
Vision Agency, none of this was gonna happen. When it comes to the mic, straight to the camera, visual designs, edits. Man, this guy does it all. Weddings, parties, birthdays, headshots.
Even marketing videos, dude. If you're trying to get a commercial for your business, dude.
Yeah,
JP will make that happen.
You're trying to run an ad, you're trying to do marketing for your business, like you said. You're trying to promote, you're trying to make this moolah. He's definitely the guy to at least get you all these information.
Vision Agency, guys.
Vision Agency.
Dude, talking about support too, I want to talk about our chat. As always, live chat always here. We got right now, we got about 8 people live watching already. Guys, super excited. Thank you so much, everyone who's always showing us love, liking, supporting us, sharing, subscribing to our channel. Like Eric said, we're about to hit 800 followers. And that's awesome.
Crazy.
Natural.
Dude, and
ain't no paying for no followers. Ain't no doing this or no doing that. Like, we are some real shit. You know what I mean? Those 800 came, with
doing our grind.
with hard work, man.
Doing the grind every day.
You can go over there. You can search. Go in our followers.
No bots.
Search. Ain't no people from India. Ain't no people from China. Like those
the fake accounts.
The fake accounts. Dude. It's just but we probably do have.
No, of course, but we don't got the bots, like the fake bots that like all the we know exactly what you mean, bro.
Before they come after me,
we definitely have NBC following us for sure.
But dude, it's awesome, because without them, we say this all the time. Without them, we're nothing, and with them, we're everything. So every day we rely on you guys. And if you guys, last time we actually put a post up for 700 followers was actually August 17th. So in a month and a half, kind of, we gained 100 followers.
Dude, we've been averaging basically 100 followers a month.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
That's
awesome.
So
crazy.
And subscribers, we hit 400 with Brandon.
And you know why? Obviously, we do hard work, but the people that we bring in as well, that it's also
they help us so
bringing
much.
their platform.
Yeah, bro. Seeing the movement
so
that we're moving towards, and they want to participate in this as well, and kind of give their experience in life and how they see it in their glasses. And
perfect segue to the guest we have today.
Yeah,
I wanted to see that, man, because at the end of the day, I say this every episode, the whole thing about this podcast is having a balance in life within every pillar, right? It's not just work, it's not just money, it's everything. It's family, it's your health, it's your spirituality, it's everything that goes into it for you being a good human and improving yourself every day. And bringing guests that are living that, who are chasing their goals, but also being amazing with their family, also being amazing with their spiritual side. They're taking care of their bodies. They're always trying to become healthier every day, inside and out. It's awesome to see that. And our guest today is a living example of that. I actually met Jess through an experience of actually door knocking, and I knocked on her door. And I got to meet her and her family, and I had the dinner the day I went to go to the presentation for the whole design for her. We had dinner with her father. I met the whole family, and it was an awesome experience. And I got to see how pure, how awesome, and how amazing they are with just like themselves. And dude, chasing their dreams, and her telling me about all her businesses and everything. I was like, bro, like, you're perfect for our podcast. Like, we need to hear your story. And she was super hyped about it, and we made it happen. So again, Eric, Andre, you guys ready for this one? I'm excited for this one. Let's bring that intro. Jess, welcome to the Hit Podcast, and we'll have you in. Let's go.
Shama.
And we are with Jess in the house. I did a little mix of like Eric's intro with my intro. I don't know what that was, but it worked. Jess is in the house.
Thank you so much.
I kind of felt some type of way.
I saw that. You looked there like, what are you doing?
Don't ever try to steal my shine. Don't ever try to steal my shine in this show.
King in the castle. King in the castle.
Oh my God.
Jess.
Thank you so much. That was like the best intro ever. I know you can see me like dancing in the corner.
Welcome to High Power Podcast.
Thank you.
So, how's everything? How's your day going?
Great. Yeah. Awesome. Got to work at my business, got to spend time with my family, and then got to drive out here and be with you guys. And I'm like really, really honored to be here. This has been a dream of mine for probably like 7 years to be on someone else's podcast.
Let's go.
We are so dope.
Yeah.
We are definitely
We love
glad.
that that's being realized with us.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Awesome.
much.
Right. Thanks,
Thank
thanks
you
for
so much.
choosing us, because it's like, you know, we are, like he was saying, we're on the come up, so it's like a thing where like sometimes it's hard to like get the word out there for people to be. Sometimes people want to have like do you guys, how many followers you have, how many this you have? So it's like it's very dope to see when the love is reciprocated from people around us. It's like it fills our hearts. It's so dope.
Thanks. Yeah, it's been really great to get to know you guys, and just I can't wait to share, you know, what's on my heart, share my
Let's do
journey,
it.
share business advice if I can give it.
Awesome. And like I said, we just want to really thank you and appreciate you for coming in, driving all the way over here, because as easy that person that's watching us right now thinks it is to be in front of these cameras and to talk and to actually express yourself, it's truly hard. It's not easy, you know. And then we thank you for probably stepping out of your comfort zone
A little bit.
But that's what we preach over here.
Yeah.
We preach about stepping out of the comfort zone, trying to find, you know, different aspects in your life that could make you grow. Because when you're in your comfort zone, you know, you always stay at the same spot. You don't evolve. You don't get better.
I couldn't agree more.
You know what I mean? So give the people that don't know who Jess is like a little background.
Okay, so I'm a mother of 2 kids under 5, a 5-year-old and a 2.5-year-old.
Damn.
I've been married for 6 years, so it all happened pretty fast.
Congratulations.
Nice.
Thank you. 2 months after our daughter was born, we opened our first business together, a brick and mortar business. That was a coffee shop. It's in Webster in Massachusetts.
What's it called?
The Rose Room. And then shortly after that, I opened an online business as a distributor. Shortly after that, my husband opened his own bar and beer garden right down the street from where the coffee shop is. And just yesterday, I started another corporation to open another location for my coffee shop in Providence.
Let's go!
Wait, she's over here just her husband over here opening business left and right.
You know what?
Opening business like y'all having kids.
You know what's the main thing I heard there? Zero excuses, bro.
Yes, I love it.
That was just.
Well, you're saying, like, do the thing that scares you. You know, it's like, no matter if it feels expansive, even though it's scary, you do it. If it feels contractive and it's scary, like, maybe don't do it. You know, that's something that's probably not for you. But, like, fear is just excitement in a different form.
I love it. And I want to know all about that. But I want to know where you come from. Where you said Webster. Are you originally from there or?
I grew up in Dudley.
Dudley?
Yep.
Okay.
So right now I'm living in the house that I actually grew up in.
Oh, it's dope.
That is awesome.
The house I installed solar in.
Yeah.
It was the house. Oh, that's awesome.
So, grew up there. I went to college in Philly and graduated with like a liberal arts degree. Moved to Vermont for a little while, and then I moved out to Colorado, and I lived there for 6 years. From the time I was 18 until opening my own coffee shop, I always worked in coffee shops. I never had a 9-to-5. I never took really any other jobs. I had a couple bartending gigs, intermediate, but I always worked in cafes. Everywhere I moved, I was looking for like.
That's because you like the vibe of the
I
whole.
love it.
Yeah.
I love that it creates community. I love that I can like be a bartender without the alcohol. You get to connect with your regulars and see the same people every day, and then you get to share the experience with new people every day too.
It's a safe spot too for a lot of people.
Yeah, so our mission at the Rose Room is to be like a third space for people. So you have home, you have work, and then you have like
It's a
the
safe
third
zone.
place.
Yeah.
That's
fine
right.
because it's
I like
a place
that
where
name,
you get
too.
to go and just you get to just go and like get in your own zone and have your peace. No one's like really bothering you in that moment. And
Sure.
Yeah. So tell me this, like, as you were, jumping job to job while you were moving and all that stuff, like, what really, like, what was like your interests? Like, what were your like dreams to be, or like what was like capturing, like, what were your objectives at that time?
So I always wanted to be a mom, but I didn't know how that was going to happen. I like knew somewhere in the back of my mind that I always wanted to have my own coffee shop, but didn't know how that was going to happen.
yeah.
And when I lived in Colorado, I really was like, I partied really hard. It was like my whole 20s.
Okay.
Okay. We can relate.
6 years, I moved there when I was 22, and I moved back this way when I was 26 or 27. Is that right? Math?
The math is mathing.
We could touch on timelines because I feel like mine are all over the place. But
Scattered.
so, yeah, I was like deep into partying, working at a coffee shop, bartending, and then I really like kind of got kicked out of Colorado in my story.
Awesome.
Like the universe kicked me out.
Oh.
It was like,
It just
yo,
wasn't meant
this
to
isn't
be.
right. This isn't right.
But
Like,
what happened that like it kicked you out? Like we were like,
I got
all right,
arrested. I totaled
gonna say,
my
was it the
car. I
law?
lost my job. I had an abusive boyfriend who was an alcoholic. Like,
So everything was not
It was
meant
like
to
a
be.
bit- it was like a
Boom, boom, boom,
build
boom.
up. Yeah, so you're just like,
It's like, I gotta get
fuck
myself
outta
out of
A
here.
lot of red flags there.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was time.
Okay.
And I didn't take the first sign. I held on because I thought like, oh, I'm gonna live here forever. I'm never moving home.
Colorado is
And
dope though. Where'd you live in Colorado?
in Vail.
Vail. Is
Yeah,
that,
so like right in the mountains.
I was gonna say if that's like right in the beautiful.
I moved.
Definitely hard to move.
It was
Definitely hard
fun.
to move
Like,
out of
would
there.
not take it back for anything. I had a great time, a ton of amazing experiences, and it shaped me. Even like things when you look back and you're like, ooh, wouldn't let my kids do that.
But now you're like, all right.
Yeah,
now-
but it shapes who you are, and it
Yeah.
makes you a better person in the end. And I really believe that it's not about how you get there; it's like what you want, right? So, whatever your end goal is, you can't think about how it's going to happen. Like the universe knows how it's going to happen, and whatever that path is,
Trust the process.
yeah, you just got to like go with it until you get there,
I love
because
that.
you're meant to be there.
I love that.
That's
It's
fire.
something that we always say, like don't
rush the process.
don't regret the things that happen to you because it happens for a reason and it shapes you to be the
let's
person.
go back to episode I think like 6 or 5 with Carol when she said the struggle is beautiful. What was it that she
It's just beauty in the struggle.
No, but she said there was a phrase that she said is the struggle is real, the struggle is beautiful, the struggle is needed.
Oh yeah.
And that's so everything you just said right there like goes into that. The struggle is real, the struggle is needed, the struggle is beautiful.
Yeah.
It teaches you, it's needed in your life, and it's a real thing. Like we all go through it. And Jess, my question to you is this: I mean, when you're going through that phase of so much negativity going in your life, right?
Yeah.
Thank God, like you had the will and the mental to give up. My
Yeah.
question to you is, what was your ground holder? What anchored you down to say, I'm not giving up right now. I'm not going to just think that this is the end of me.
I was introduced to, and somebody who was my mentor at the time invited me to go on this retreat. And human design is all about getting out of your mind and into your body. And so for me, the way my design and my chart is following your gut, following your intuition, and like listening to that and going with that. So I went to this immersion in Arizona, and when I came out of it, I just knew that like I was going to give myself 6 months and I was going to go back to Mass. And I wouldn't say that human design is like a huge anchor in my life, but it gave me the confidence to trust myself enough to know that whatever was on the other side was going to be fine.
I love how you use the word confidence, because we talk about that a lot, and it's something we were talking about when we were doing the segment on mindset, right? Confidence of everything. If you don't have the right mindset, if you don't have the confidence to give you that mindset, it all starts with you. If you don't
Sure.
believe in yourself, who's going to, right? When you're going to go sell that vision to someone, if you don't believe it in first place, how are you going to sell a vision that you don't believe in it, right?
Yeah.
So it all starts with yourself, and it's awesome that you were able to keep yourself centered, and even though things got tough, things got very dark for you.
Yep.
I mean, you're in an abusive relationship from what you said, and that's crazy. Like, I mean, how many women out there go through that and don't have maybe the mental that you did? You know what I mean?
Or they
Sure.
don't see a way out.
And they don't see a way out.
or they
And
don't come out the same.
Yep.
So
Like
my
you said, you found the confidence.
let's go a little bit even deeper to that. I mean, like with all that abuse and all that, I'm a badass, and I'm gonna kill it.
I have no idea.
No, I think because you just said you just kind of have it. Right? You're like, all right, this is where I need to go, and then you're just kind of like, I know I'm going there. I'm just gonna take it like day by day, basically, right?
Sure. I mean, I could be scared and be stuck in the place that I'm at. Or I could be scared and try something new and like make better for myself.
Either way,
right?
you're gonna be scared. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I ended up moving out to Nantucket. Met an old friend there, and he was like, "You should live on my sailboat and farm with me." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
All right.
And then shortly after that, I met my husband. So, he has always been in fine dining and food and bev. I'm
He's
from
awesome.
coffee. He's awesome. And yeah, that's kind of when our cafe and like restaurant dreams collided, and we knew that it was like time to start.
Was that one?
Planning.
Was that one of the things that like made you guys hit it off so well because you had that same mindset for like doing that, or do you think that came after?
I'm sure it was. I think,
The chemistry
Like
was just
kind of
there.
like the
Attraction.
subconsciously, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was working in a coffee shop. He's working in a restaurant. We just like go back and
Connected,
forth.
yeah.
be
It's
connected.
awesome because we talk a lot about that too. Like the fact that you're finding the right person to be aligned with your goals and everything, it makes things a lot more easier. And it's cool. It comes to show that it's meant to be because everything just aligned. It's
Sure.
like you realize that you were in a situation that wasn't aligned, destiny wasn't the best for you, and now you put yourself in a completely different situation where what you said today on that post, the universe just literally caught up, and
Totally.
that's awesome.
The universe knows,
you
you know?
jump, You jump and the universe catches up, right? That's what you said?
I did. And the how doesn't matter so much. I think so many people get hung up on the how, and I've had to teach myself that too. That like, all right, this is what the cafe goal is. Like, how are we gonna do it? How are we gonna do it? How are we gonna do it? Like, all right, just
Take
Just
the first
do it.
move.
you step towards the goal, and like, it's gonna. If you never stop, you're gonna reach it.
I think that's literally how this happened. The podcast. The thing about it. That's
Literally.
literally how it happened. Because it was like the thing of like, let's not talk. Because you know how you have like these deep conversations with your friends. You're like, dude, that could have totally been a podcast right there. And like, all right, let's do it. And then it just fades into like the ether. And you're like, all right, you never talk about it again. But like we talked about it. We're like, bro, all right, if we're gonna talk about it, let's like actually do it. Not
Right.
just ask how, but like, and then the next day we literally just started like finding a studio and just doing things that like lined up to it. And then it ended up working out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's perfect.
Yeah.
I think the important thing is just taking that step. You know, a lot of people, like Andre say, they just think about it, but they don't put an action towards it. You know, it doesn't matter what kind of action, doesn't matter how big the action is, but at least if that
Little.
action is headed towards a specific goal in mind, you know, it's important.
Yes.
Right?
Like 100.
You met your husband, you guys traded ideas, you guys traded visions, you guys traded dreams, and you know, you guys saw potential in each other.
Believed
you know,
in each other, yeah.
They believed in each other, and that's important. You know, when Richard brought his fiance to the podcast to talk about it, it shows that you guys have to believe on one another so you guys can grow to have a family, and have a future. Continue that family tree, which I think is so important.
Sure.
you
No
know?
quitting, right?
And no quitting. Yeah.
It's so like we talk about like the positive side of that. What were some like the hard things though? To like, because I'm sure it wasn't so easy just
To do what?
when you and your husband started doing the business together. Like we talk about, like, it's like, oh, it's so dope. We're motivating
Oh
each
yeah,
other.
that's why we don't have the same business together anymore.
No, but it's true. That's how. I love it.
that.
Yeah.
It's like
So how did that happen?
That's why I asked that, because
Well,
it's
I
like it's
think-
perfect to know.
You have people who think alike, but who maybe can't communicate their vision, right? So, or you got two alphas in a room who are both trying to control the situation. Like this is both our business, and we both have a lot of experience, but we both have really different experiences. And sometimes when we're trying to say the same thing, the other person's hearing something completely different. Even though we're in agreement, we're like fighting. Just
Nah,
because
I
of the
feel
way
that.
we communicate
Yeah.
and the way we think about things and the way that we, like, simple as doing math, where I'm like, oh yeah, da 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 da, and he's like, huh? How'd you get that number? Well, how did you get that number? Just really the simplest things, and then also the most complicated things. Things that you find important that maybe you're like, well, that doesn't matter all that much.
Yep.
And it was really beautiful to build our business together and build it with, like, we had a newborn baby. We had my mom quit her job of 20 years
That's
to come
awesome.
and, like, retire but work for us. And it was just the three of us and our baby just, like, doing our thing 5 days a week. And we just brought this cafe to life in a community that didn't understand it at all and still, like, kind of doesn't sometimes. But people have found us, like the people who want what we do and need what we do and want this in their community. They found us. They're sharing about it. Like you said, like all organic. We're not doing paid ads, and we don't. We just want, like, that love,
Natural
that third
love,
space for people to come and know that it's like a safe space for them.
So yeah, so
Yes.
is that like the mission for your cafe? Just kind of like making it a safe space, or is there like a different?
So we're locally sourced too. So specialty coffee, breakfast, lunch, everything from local farms. We make everything from scratch in-house. And we also had a vision in the beginning, and I still carry that through, to, like, bring younger women into our business that maybe don't have these skills yet, but can use them moving forward. So, like, teaching people about entrepreneurship, teaching them how to work in a kitchen, teaching them like coffee skills so that they can take them to any major city and use them.
Totally.
So, and it's fun.
No, 100%. And usually cafes are where people can go and network too. Find, meet new people, find new businesses, connect. Try to help each other out. I think
To be
that's
a
pretty
part
cool.
of that, it means a lot. Definitely. I mean, Jess, it shows to me very clearly that you love to influence, and we talk about that high-end power, right? The definition of power is being able to influence people and their behaviors or way of thinking, right? So at the end of the day, like it comes to show that everything that you're doing, and I've been following you ever since I got to meet you, and your Instagram, everything you've been so involved with teaching and doing these lives and doing these seminars and always with different women and trying to gather different crowds of people to try to get them into the same mental that you have.
Sure.
Tell us a little bit about that experience. Like, how does that come out of you? What does that speak about you? And
Yeah, so that's been a journey too. I mean, I mentioned it in my post today, but 7 years ago, soon after I met my husband, I hired my first coach, and I was in a women's circle online, and I was just really inspired by what she was doing, and I had I joined this group, and I had no sense of my own spirituality, no sense of direction of what I was going to do, where I was going to go, how I felt about myself, and my self-worth, and
your pillars were a mess.
Yeah, it's been building over the last 7 years of just learning about me and learning what's important to me and finding communities that are super impactful that have helped me, and then helping share those messages with other people. And that's part of, I mentioned the direct sales company that I'm a part of, and really that company and the way that we do business is about building a brand online that's unique to you. So I've, over the last 2 years, just started to build my own brand voice, really, and that voice is about empowering other people who have an entrepreneurial spirit or maybe have a brick and mortar and are feeling like, I'm not making any money, I'm doing what I love, but it's not paying me enough, so I have to do something else. And letting that something else be building a brand that is still your mission and vision, right? So you don't have to,
Stop doing
I
what
don't
you
know,
love.
be a bartender at night if you don't want to. You can do what you love and have your own construction company and make money with this personal brand offer. So
That is big. Very big. No, Jess, no, 100%. I'm telling you, that is huge because you took a step back and you had to realize that you had to fix yourself. You had to dive in deep in yourself, and sometimes that might feel a little bit selfish, but at the end of the day, it's not, because you might, in my opinion, you could have a family, you can have everything, but if you're not intact with yourself, you're not going to help the people around you. And it's cool that you went through what you went through, and out of that you want to help people get out of what you've been through.
totally.
And that's awesome, because it gives that hope in the world that there are good people out here that are going through some shit, and that once they get out, they want to help people get out of what they've been through.
Yeah.
They want to build themselves, but not just keep that for themselves. They want to use that knowledge to help other people.
Yeah.
And it's dope because it aligns with everything we talk about every day.
And with that story you said, so with everything that happened, you said with the direct marketing company you have, it's not like you're not selling the brand of that company. You are the brand, so you're selling yourself. You're creating yourself as a brand. So it doesn't matter what you sell, they're gonna buy it because of you,
Right.
not because
which is the most important thing.
Exactly.
People
not
don't buy
because-
products; they buy people, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You buy me?
So I love that you
Pretty
said that
much.
about branding. Yeah.
Anyone else come to my door, I'd be like, get the fuck out of
but
here.
it's true.
With me forever now, Jess.
100%,
You're stuck with me forever.
Because but it's true. Because look at the relationship it created. You know what I
Totally.
mean? It was it wasn't this thing where it was he was just I'm here to sell you solar. See you later.
Right.
You know what I mean? He was in your home. He said how he literally felt part of your family.
It was dope.
That's
Her
so
mom
dope.
is awesome. It's seeing Jess. Think about it a replica of her. Dude, it's amazing.
People ask if we're
Awesome.
sisters all the time.
You guys have the
awesome.
same personality. It's awesome.
I bet she loves that.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Jess, it's so cool to see all the energy you bring, not just for yourself and for your family, but for everybody out there. And just you genuinely have the desire to do good, and you genuinely have such a positive aura to yourself. You light up the room. The moment you walked in here, we all felt it, and it's
Always
immediate.
good
you know what I
energy.
mean? These boys don't know who you are, but it's we know you, and they feel super comfortable with you.
It's true.
And it's awesome. My question to you is this. Let's put into perspective a scenario that happened between me and you, right?
Sure.
you're an entrepreneur, you're a salesperson, you're in this world, you know what it is. I mean, a random kid goes and knocks on your door and is here presenting you a product. And how is that for you, seeing someone else come and try to present a different product that is also there grinding and doing his job? How was that for you? Like, what was your first thoughts? Like,
my mentor taught me a while ago that if you're going to be in sales, you have to love to be sold to. So, like, every time, literally, like, you selling to me taught me something, right? Like, I'm like, man, this guy's really fucking good at this. How can I do what he does?
Do
You know? And then he's like, do you want to be on my podcast? I'm like, okay.
Wait,
yes, I do.
Don't stroke his ego.
Can I interrupt you for a second?
Yeah.
Because salespeople hate to get sold. They do. They all the time. They be like, "Hey, buddy, I'm in sales too, and you're not gonna sell me."
Well, if you're not good at it.
That's so true.
he's like, I'm out of here.
But dude, it's true. It doesn't matter. It's like when they say you sell ice to an Eskimo. It's like, it don't matter, bro. If you're good, you good.
Sell water to a fish.
Well, let's continue that. So, like, yeah, I mean, your mentor taught you that you have to always be open to being sold sometimes as well. You were elaborating. Sorry.
Probably lost my train.
No, you said your mentor.
You were saying,
was
how does it feel?
Yeah. Like
To
that
have
experience,
someone-
like to see someone that's doing the job and hustling.
I
and doing
mean,
what
I love it.
Everything you chase.
Because
you know what
I want to help people do that, right? And not to like be salesy, but to show the passion behind what they do. And like, sales is service, right? Because no one's going to buy from you if they don't actually like want, need, and love what you have. So, yeah, that's all I can say.
Yeah. Fire. That's awesome. Yeah, because dude, there's a lot of people out there sometimes that because they're not directly that person who's doing that, they think that, oh, wait a minute, let me now try to be the hard person here. And they're not open to inspiring other people and motivating other people and letting other people also do what they do. And I see that a lot every day. I mean, I meet a lot of people who are in sales and they don't have the humbleness to sit down and listen and see that there is a benefit maybe in what you're saying.
Right. I feel like you're maybe in a similar situation to me where you're like, come with me, I want to show you what I do so that you can rise, right? And that's so important. That's what I'm trying to do online is like, and in my brick and mortar business is like, let's come together as a community. We have this amazing community online, and let's give you all the tools that you need to succeed so that you can have a better life, so that you can have time freedom, so that you can have financial freedom, because more money in the hands of good people like does good work, right? So like if you guys had more money to put into this, you could be doing more, you could bring more people on, you could have a bigger space, you know, whatever it means, however your message gets out. Like, it takes money to do it.
Yes.
And money doesn't buy happiness, but it buys things that
Make you happy.
like provide you with more experiences.
It buys the asphalt for the road to happiness.
It like allows you like wellness tools that aren't accessible to other people. It allows you to buy organic, you know, you have health and health is wealth, you know? So it's just like all connected so deeply. And I think, yeah, being able to share tools with others and see them use them and implement them and watch them rise as well, like that's the most important work we can do.
Fire.
I have a question for you, actually.
Yes.
What was your turning point in your life, in your journey, that you wanted to not only you wanted to spread this to others as well? Because obviously, you told your story that went through Colorado, then you started your businesses and stuff. Where was that like essential turning point for you that you wanted to spread that message and positivity to others?
To really like help people rise.
Yeah.
When I joined my direct sales business, I really wanted to work with my current mentor, the person that I bought into this business with. And she said, the only way to work with me is to get into business with me. I wanted her to be my coach.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
And
What did she mean by that?
to be a part of the company. So, if you wanted Richie to be your mentor, he would say like, well, you got to work for Sunrun.
So actually, yes, that's a question that I had for you. It may be answered. It may be answered itself, but I want to know, like, because I talked to the guys about this. Like, I'm in the process kind of trying to find a mentor per se, like somebody that isn't necessarily like in the same career I have, but like somebody to just kind of like guide me for like the ins and outs of like starting a business, to know like what to look out for, the smarter ways to navigate certain things. Like, how did you even like come up with? How did you find the person, like find the courage to even go up to her and be like, hey, I like give me this opportunity, or like whatever it was. Like,
She
what
was in
that
containers
process?
with me in previous like groups, and shout out to Lindsay Lee.
Yeah.
She was in other containers and groups with me, and I had seen her around. Honestly, like, she said something in one of the groups about like never wanting to be a parent and how it was gross, and I was like, oh my God, I'm so heartbroken. Like, ugh, I'm not gonna be a parent. That's like so stupid. And she is not a parent, and she never wants to be a parent. But because she rubbed me the wrong way, it made me curious, and I wanted her to
Made
coach
you
me
dig
because
deeper.
I wanted to
Wow.
be pushed, right? And yeah, so that's how it started. I ended up seeing the business model, falling in love with it, and then over the last 2 to 3 years, just really like working on my mindset a lot.
You're so good with turning negative situations into something crazy good.
For real.
It's taken a lot of practice, but it's like it's like daily practice, you know?
Is it perspective? Because I'm trying to be like you. I'm serious, like, because I have a.
I can mentor you if you want.
But you gotta do business with her.
Hey, I'm open to it, but like like he just said, the negative situations, you keep getting them and turning them into a positive. It's like, how do you do that? Is it your
Every single
perception?
time, yeah.
Is it
I don't know.
what
It's the aura. It's the positivity.
Ah, man.
Yeah,
I
you
can-
can
It's my
see it.
mom.
I can see
There's
it.
definitely secret sauce. I want to know the
Shout
sauce.
out, mom.
I can
Yeah.
I can relate though. You know, everything happens for a reason basically, and it's like there's always something good even when it's bad. You know, even like when something really bad happens to you, if you look at it in a good way, it was a lesson.
It's never a loss. It's always a lesson.
Exactly. You know, and
Yeah.
it's and I think that's pretty cool. So basically, what's your name again?
Lindsay.
Lindsay Lee, right? She was a life coach, basically.
She was a health and wellness coach that focused on detox and cleanse. And
So like workout and stuff, or
no, more like fasting
Like cleansing your body, so like literally
and
like detoxing
colonics
of
and that
okay.
kind of thing.
all these things we
And
eat nowadays.
she's
Cleaning your
since
gut and stuff, right?
Yeah. So she's like shifted her she left coaching completely because she was trading her time for money, right? And in our branding business and the product that we use to make money, it's like we don't want to trade time for money, so we want to use social media, use automation, use like leveraged systems that work for you in the background so that you can have all the free time you want.
So when you say she was spending, what would you say she was what? Spending
Trading time for money.
When you say that she was basically like kind of wasting time, she could have been using her time more wisely. Is that?
Well, yeah, she doesn't coach at all. She runs her direct sales business as a brand on Instagram mostly, and she travels the world and like
That's
just lives her
awesome.
life, right? And so the brand is
Slay.
travel. Just, travel, do what you want, love your
Freedom.
life. Yeah. Time freedom, location freedom, inner freedom, financial freedom.
She's still your mentor to today.
Yes.
So
And forever.
just
Are
explain.
you guys like best friends, or is it just kind of like a mentor relationship?
We met in Vegas. We went to a conference for the company that we work for a couple months ago, and we met for the first time in person, and we became best friends immediately.
Fire.
So like same personality type deal, like the
She's
same
fi-
stuff.
She's like hot fire.
Good
yeah.
energy.
She would tear this room up.
So what happened in Vegas?
We gotta
didn't stay
invite
in
her
Vegas?
on.
She's single.
Ish.
Hey, so what happened in Vegas didn't stay in Vegas.
Nothing crazy
Made it
happened.
made it worldwide. No, I'm saying the friendship. It was a joke. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I was
got
trying to be funny.
it. Didn't hit.
Jess, I want to brush through something here because I caught something in the beginning of this conversation that you said I had a big dream to be a mom. But being an entrepreneur, being a business owner, starting up, being a business startup is not easy, especially while having a newborn.
Yeah.
How did you
And a
find
husband,
in
bro.
yourself to manage family, kids, and everything and still be the boss that you are?
It's the hardest job. Like, for me, it's the job that I've always wanted, to be a parent. And it has taken me some work, inner work, to be okay with saying, like, it's the hardest job of all the jobs. It's like the hardest hat that I have to wear. And it challenges me every single day in ways that like the coffee shop and creating content online just don't. And like, God, I love them so much.
Was it what you expected?
I mean, no one prepares you for parenting, right? And I have 2 like spirited daughters who are incredible and powerful, and I want to teach them like everything that I know, and I want to let them explore everything that they want to explore in this life.
That's awesome.
And know that they can do anything that they want to do, and there are no limits. Like there are none, and everyone should know that there are none. If you see it and you want it, you can get it if you never stop.
Fire.
And not never stop, like grind nonstop all the time. But if you can see that vision for you in the future and you take those small steps every day, it's going to come true.
Fire.
And yeah, parenthood's hard, man. And balancing, it's about communication. So like, thankfully, again, I have my parents nearby. They take the kids a lot. My husband and I work opposite shifts, so we're able to kind of do the handoff because we both do our own thing. So we make our own schedules, which is beautiful. We also decided to homeschool our kids this year, which I don't know what the
Fire.
hell we thought we were going to be doing.
Yo, I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
My little brother's homeschooled too. Good
Just
choice.
like add that to the mix of things to do. But you just make it work, When you want something, you just make it work. And if you don't want something bad enough, then you won't do it.
I love it.
Right?
I think you're more qualified than some teachers. Most teachers, honestly, just from your life experience.
Very true.
Damn. I'm like,
shout out to teachers though.
I'm kind of blown away. It's awesome. But we really want to know, like, your dream was to become a mom. When you became a mom, what changed about you? Like, what did you get? Obviously, the responsibilities like gets to a whole different type of level. But you as a person, mentally, emotionally, physically, how did it change you?
You have to soften, like you have to. And I feel like
especially being an alpha, like you said, like being a more virtuous woman.
Being an entrepreneur, being someone who goes for what they want, like you're living more masculine than feminine a lot of the time. And I think a lot of women tend to do that. And if we can get back to that femininity and be comfortable in that, things can go easier. But I think, it's like been a balance of being a stern parent and like showing right from wrong and teaching that, and saying like there's so much forgiveness and so much patience that's needed, and like so much like soft, like squishy mom stuff,
Look, I'm a huge mama boy. We are huge mama boys, and
I love my mama.
Hearing this, like I understand, because me and my mom, we're very close. We have this very tight bond that like I feel like I have this huge part of me in her heart, and it's just like that connection is like unlike anything else.
Very true.
Nothing else in the whole world. Not even to your dad, right? It's like totally different.
Complete opposite.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Totally different.
Yeah, your dad has a different connection.
Totally.
Me as a man, I vibe with him in mainly part of my life. But when it comes to kind of like the emotional and the loving and more of like the impact, I feel like my mom is really what holds it down for me. She kind of like guides me into a way that that she thinks is correct, but like it's just like it usually is.
Moms know.
are always right.
There was a dope example. Like I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about like the differences in a mom and dad, and it's like the dad is the one that tells you like don't do that, and your mom is the one that explains why you don't do it. Right? Because your dad is just like, hey, don't do that. And then you're like, oh my God. Then your mom's like, hey, let me tell you why you're not supposed to do that.
Sure. And I think too, it's forever learning, right? We're never done. So there are days that are really hard, and there are days that are smooth, and there's days that you regret things you say, and there's days where you're like, whew, It's so good.
What ages are they now? You said.
What?
What ages are they now? You said one's 5.
5 and 2.5.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
Trouble
That's a
twos.
good gap. That's a good gap.
How's the Trouble Twos treated you?
She's so cool.
That was the best response ever.
Yeah, that was honestly awesome.
So cool.
Hey, a big shout out to the moms, real quick, guys.
Hell
Big
yeah.
shout out to the moms.
Love
You guys are the world.
It's awesome.
We on nothing. Literally,
Hey.
we don't live.
and it's awesome because she did mention that like she wants to be there for her kids, but she wants to let her kids grow. She wants her
Learn
she
on
wants
their
her
own.
kids to learn on their own, but to follow their dreams, to be whatever they want to be. And she supports that. And it's like, I have a question though. Like you mentioned that they're homeschooled. Is there like a specific reason?
A lot of reasons.
Yeah,
It's a lot to unpack.
Yeah.
No, yeah, let her.
But I want to hear.
Yeah.
I want to hear her answer.
I think that my husband and I, Bill and I, just agreed that like this would be the best choice for our family. I'm not a fan of like line up and be quiet. I'm not a fan of school lunch.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
That's one thing I'm so
Yes.
glad growing up I always had, a nice home cooked meal that cuz I was
Yeah.
born in Brazil and having like literally you eat like rice and beans for lunch and I come here I'm like, "Bro, why am I eating cardboard between bread?
Sure.
What is this?"
And I think that like I did a lot of homeschool research. So like as soon as the kids were born, I was on Instagram like looking at homeschool pages and just learning about how you're spending 8 hours a day in a classroom, but really all that can be condensed. For a 5-year-old, you can teach them in 30 minutes, but it's like everything in between. It's the lunch, it's the bathroom breaks for 20 people, it's the line up and be quiet, it's all of this stuff. So if you can condense their school day into an hour or 2 hours, 30 minutes to 2 hours, and then like enjoy your day together and teach
Wow.
them, what's really empowering for you and the
Yeah.
skills that they need.
Actual
like,
life skills.
Did you learn taxes in school?
No.
Nope.
We were actually talking about that at my house.
We didn't
yesterday.
learn taxes. We didn't know how to sell. We didn't,
I literally-
accounting.
No,
I
me
literally
either.
I literally didn't get a credit card until 3 years ago.
Yeah, I didn't have a credit card until I was in my mid-20s, right? And I didn't have like a real savings account. I had one that my parents started for me and then like didn't tell me and then gave to me when I was like 25.
You're like, "Oh, nice."
But yeah, none of that. Like some of it's still a mystery to me where I'm like, maybe I should start an IRA. Maybe I should be investing some of this money. And even if
Yeah.
it's a little bit, but if I'd started when I was in college, I'd have a lot more right now with $50 a month,
Yeah.
So yeah, just
That's awesome. That is really cool because like you explain, like you can teach them whatever they're like learning in school. You can teach them for kind of like a specific time that you kind of get the same results, but now after that they have so much room for improvement. They have so much room to see like what they
What
want,
life is really
what
about.
life is really
Yeah.
about, to enjoy life, to enjoy the day.
Yeah.
It's like, and by you enjoying the day, by you enjoying life, you start figuring out what you like and what you don't like, and that kind of start creating a path.
yeah.
That's cool.
It's been fun. I mean, it's only been 2 months. We're 2 months in, right? But baking is math, and we learn
Also
about
about
neighborhoods this week, and just like walking around our neighborhood and talking about what's there. Like, you don't do that in school.
Yeah.
What does the postman do? Do you see?
Wow.
What neighbors have dogs? Which don't? Can we draw a map of our neighborhood? It's
Actual
geometry.
life
It's like
skills.
space. It's all the things, and it's been awesome. It's been really cool.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool to see because that's like the whole process too of like you were saying in school. It's kind of like this like formula where it's like follow this, and like this and like this. With that, it's just kind of like we're gonna learn with how the day brings us the information, and then
Yeah,
like
well, school is made to make people who work.
Condition.
robots. Yeah,
In
it's
factories.
literally it's funny that you said that's literally how like the whole school system is even like started, right? Like how
Yeah.
the whole thing was because during the Industrial Revolution they wanted to make factory workers, and the best way to do that is to indoctrinate people.
Guess
to
who funded
work
them?
9 to 5s.
Guess who funded them?
Hey, brother, you ain't gotta tell me. I know this one.
The big steel giants. The big steel giants of America. They're the ones who funded, the most of the academic programs in the early 30s and the early 20s and stuff.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, I don't know about you. I don't want my kid to just be like a worker, right?
Yeah. No
Yeah.
way.
I never wanted to work in an office. I
Yeah.
never want to have to work in an office. And unless that's what they really want to do, like I want them to know they don't have to do that.
Fire.
So
You're giving them a second plan. You're giving them it's just, you give them hope.
Yeah, it's
In
worked.
a much cleaner way, in
Yeah.
a much more controlled way, in a way that you get to legit filter what's coming in to your house, honestly.
Yeah.
No, it's dope to see because it's funny. Like I kind of like me and my girlfriend talked about a little bit. We're like, dude, like with everything that, because she used to be a teacher and she talks a lot about how it's like it's the hardest thing ever, especially with how much they push this like agenda where like they'll give you a curriculum and it's like you have to follow that.
Sure.
You can't get out of whatever it is. And she talks about just how like the whole thing of her being in it, she hates talking bad about it because she knows that there's like it's not the teacher's fault, and all these teachers like they want to do what you're doing with your kids, but they have to follow this one thing, so it makes it hard for them to love
Sure.
what they do and keep. That's why the whole system is the way it is, and why you ultimately I think decided to homeschool your kids too. And I think that's gonna be, I think in the future that's gonna be a big thing. I think teachers should start opening their eyes to see like that they can not necessarily like kind of do it on their own, make like private learning institutions, I would say, like where it's going to be specifically targeted towards kids,
Certain types of learning.
for whatever they want to learn. Yeah, because I think if you
Starts
like
from a
kinda,
young age too.
yeah, if you kind of like teach a young kid, like if your daughter, maybe she's like, oh mom, I love animals, I want to be a vet. So it's like I feel like if you go to when a kid like nowadays says that, you're gonna go to school, you're gonna learn like these like general things that has nothing to do with what you love per
Sure.
se, right? So like now that you know that with your daughter, you're gonna entail the lesson more towards animals and use example of whatever it is, because that's what she wants to do. And I feel like that's maybe like the missing key to making it that like better process of education. But it's dope that you chose to do that, because that's something like my mom, even I talk about with my mom, and like she's like, oh, I wish I did that with you guys. Like ultimately the school system I think just did not do what it intended.
Sure, and it's like really, it's like the bait a little bit of like you could send her to school from 8 to 3, and you could have like 7 hours where you could do whatever you want,
I think that's the thing too.
or
yeah.
you could like do the hard work of keeping them home and like doing what you actually want to do.
It's
right?
like the free daycare.
So, Jess, we have being a super mom, coffee shop, killing it. How many locations now?
We have one right now, but we just signed a lease on a second.
Let's go. Where's the first location?
First location's in Webster, in Massachusetts. The second location is going to be in Providence, in Rhode Island.
The Red Room, guys. Cafe, right? Red Room Cafe?
Rose Room.
Rose Room.
The Rose Room. And then
Get
we
it
go
right,
into...
Yeah, I knew. I was thinking Red Rose.
All good.
Roses are red, violets are blue.
and
People
then
think we're a flower shop all the time.
They go like, do you guys
Or they
sell
ask,
roses?
who's Rose? And I'm like, it's not Rose's room. It's the Rose Room. So there's nobody named Rose.
We don't have roses here.
I come here to.
and then just we have this awesome business. We talked a little bit about it, about the water.
Yes.
And I want
Direct.
to...
But we didn't talk about the water.
Let's go into everything, yeah. Like,
so
Well, you brought up like, what was it? The direct? Is that the company you were
This
talking
is
about?
the direct sales company
Yeah.
where we're building a brand online that helps you like fund your passions.
okay, cool. I kind of made a connection, but I don't know if this connection is a right connection, so I'm gonna ask you about the connection. Okay. Anyway, so you said that Lindsay,
Yep.
right? Lindsay. Okay, she was like a health coach and all that.
Yep.
Is that where the water thing started?
For me, so she was a cleanse and detox wellness specialist, and she used the product that we sell in her cleanse and detox coaching. But now she's broken away from the coaching, and she still has the product, but she doesn't sell the product anymore. She sells the lifestyle. So
let's talk about the product.
Awesome.
cool. Yeah, the product is made by Enagic. It's a Japanese company. It's 50 years old, and they have like a huge, like 500-year vision for the future of this company. It's massive. And it's a medical grade water ionizer. So it sits in your counter. You use it in your home. They make some other products as well, one for the shower, and they make turmeric supplement. But the flagship is a water ionizer for home drinking and to create a non-toxic sanctuary in your home. So yeah, when you buy a machine, you automatically become a distributor for the company. And because it's direct sales, you can build the company on your own and build your own business, just you, or you can bring people in who also want to build, and they can help you, create revenue.
So this, the sales part of it, you're selling the filter itself or the water?
The ionizer.
The
itself.
ionizer, yeah, the ionizer.
Yeah. So the sale is the sale of the ionizer, but I'm part of a platform that shows you how to build a brand,
Yes.
like I said, around you and what you love, and bring people into this business by showing them how to create time freedom, how to create financial freedom, how to create location freedom for themselves, and then inner freedom, all the things that we've been talking about. by selling this, right? But a lot of people don't promote the product at all. They just
use the
promote them.
tools.
They're using the brand. They're using the automation. We have a sales team. We have like a ton of trainings, sales funnels, just a lot of information to leverage. So yeah, but the water is dope.
So the product itself and the ionizer itself, what are the benefits? What does it do? How does it work?
So it plugs in. You hook it up to your tap, and the water goes through a charcoal filter, even though this is not considered a filter, it's an ionizer. So the water goes through this charcoal filter, filters out the chlorine, and then it gets electrically charged over 8 plates. And then when it comes out, it's alkalized. So when you buy alkaline water in the store, which has become really popular, it's made alkaline by a chemical process, right? So a lot of time they have ingredients. You can see, I think it's potassium bicarbonate on it's baking soda, right?
Yeah.
So they're putting things to make it pH balanced.
So while you explain, guys, I'm going to start organizing things here real quick.
They're putting things in your water to make it pH balanced. So it's alkaline. When it's electrically charged, I like to call it like the fountain of youth. So it's alkalized. So it's got all that electricity in it, and it's living water.
So there's a difference between alkaline and alkalized.
Alkalized is electricity. Alkaline is going to be
With the products added to
is chemical.
Yeah.
So
So you don't want to drink too much alkaline. That's why they say alkaline. Like, don't drink too much alkaline water, because you're drinking a bunch of.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's something I did not know.
So
Right.
how big is this? That big?
Piece of a paper.
Yeah, that's not too bad. I actually have a filter in my house, like
I mean,
a regular water
to put-
filter.
It's like a water filter.
It sits on your countertop.
Where it connects straight to the, and then you turn it.
Yeah, maybe like a third.
So the you were talking about the process where it goes like through 8 different plates. When
Yeah.
it's going through that, is this like an instantaneous thing where it goes through the plates and it's already coming out of like the
It's coming out the hose, and you can actually see if you're looking at it when it first comes out, you can see that the alkalization process creates its molecular hydrogen. And you can see those tiny, tiny little bubbles coming up to the surface. So it looks kind of cloudy when it comes out, but all of that rises to the top. It's really cool. So if you start following Kangen water distributors, you'll see like a lot of people who promote the water specifically for health share pictures of the bubbles all the time. That's like the main vibe.
The vibe. Yeah, that's cool, but that's like the cool part of it, seeing like the bubbles. Guys, in Kangen water, Kangen, right? Kangen.
Yes.
Kind of
Return to origin. And that's their.
Into like just holistic healing and all that, and just nurturing natural remedies. And he talks a lot about how our water systems nowadays it's not, the water is full of chlorine, and like you were saying, it's just not. We're drinking the water from the faucet is not good water to drink. You have to get in the habit of finding a way, like using the Kangen system to clean your water, filtrate it, and make sure not only does it like clean the water, but it ultimately makes you healthier. You were telling me a little bit before how it detoxes your system. What's
so it's
that about?
antioxidant rich. So that molecular hydrogen also is like getting into your cells, helping you detox. It's the smallest molecule that can get in there. And then it's full of antioxidants. So on a pH scale, there are like 100 different things here, but on the pH scale, we've got purple, which is alkaline, and orange, which is acidic. So anything that's acidic or like in this range is oxidizing. So it's going to cause more stress on your body, right? And that's stuff that we encounter every day, like pollution, things in our food, all of this. It's aging us faster, right? So alkaline water is like no health claims, but if you search electrolyte.
This with me in her house.
Yes, when he pitched me, I pitched him on water.
It was a trade-off.
And it was an awesome experience. Guy Sales was actually there with me too, and he was like, "Whoa, this is crazy!" And I want to make something very clear too to everybody for copyright reasons. Again, we're not affiliated with any of these brands. We're just doing an experiment right now.
Yes.
I have a question.
Yeah.
You said you also do for the shower as well, right?
Yeah, they have a system called an Anespa, which filters out the chlorine, and then it remineralizes it like a hot spring. So it has all the minerals of a hot spring without the sulfur.
So what is it, just like a shower head?
It's like a little tank that sits at in your shower, and then it just connects to your
That's
shower head.
dope.
Yeah.
I gotta check that one.
So
out.
yeah, we're gonna do a pH test, which is the acidity factor, right?
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
I've had the cool thing about
Yeah, I was
this
gonna say,
business
use the shitty ones first.
is that you don't have to know the science because you're building a brand around you, and I don't really share the water that much. So I've had people who are really into science ask me questions about pH and stuff. I'm like, honestly, dude, I don't know. I just know that alkaline is good,
Is good,
and
is better
I
for
can
you,
see
yeah.
it. Okay.
I want to, so I'll just explain to you. I'm starting it kind of like from cheapest to like more expensive water.
Okay.
So we can do the kind of experiment and
Gatorade.
see if there's any correlation to that.
Okay.
Alright.
Did we get the Gatorade just to show how acidic a
She
Gatorade
asked
is?
me- yeah, so I don't know. There's something that she wants to show with the Gatorade. as
Oh
well.
yeah, it's just bad.
There's ascorbic acid, all sorts of bad shit in it.
So it's like
Great. You
we're
should've-
going orange, guys.
You should have told me
Okay.
before I took a
Orange,
sip of
no
that.
good.
Damn, that thing is literally like, oh my god.
We got Fiji.
water.
What do we got? It's a little
It's a little goodie.
It's blue, but we're gonna
Want
say-
me to hold it? Let me grab it.
Even if it's on the alkaline side of the spectrum, it's not ionized. So it doesn't have that molecular hydrogen. It's not antioxidant rich. It's just pH balance.
Okay.
Smart water is like the worst because people love it, but it's super acidic.
Wow, you guys hear that now? Breaking news.
So much for being
And then
smart
what
water.
brand is this? This is called Life Water. pH balance, it says.
Well, we're about to know if it's for your life or not.
Oh my god. Those are yellow. That's
Wow.
regular tap water. Like, what?
All right,
And then-
guys.
water.
And wait,
Oh,
wait, wait.
also, I'll note a lot of bottled water is not regulated, so they can literally just put tap into your water if they want.
Isn't that what like all of these are? Literally just like tap water?
So,
No, it's toilet
Okay,
water.
Jess,
This-
wait, before you do yours,
Yeah.
let's talk a little bit about this.
Sure.
What does this mean? Like, let's go a little bit deeper into it. I mean, what should we touch here? What shouldn't?
I mean, if you're gonna pick something, I would pick the Fiji.
Okay.
If you have to go to the store and get it, right? Because
Shema.
it's the most alkaline.
Okay.
It's above neutral.
Okay.
Neutral is like neutral. It's like 6 or 7. pH 6 is great for your skin, but I don't think I would, it's not like gut worthy to me.
Yeah.
I will not drink any other water unless it's an emergency.
Yeah.
I was saying before we got on here that my husband and I went to Texas recently. We disconnected our whole, 12 by 12 machine from the taps. We put it in a carry-on. We brought it through the checkpoint, and we brought it to Texas with us and figured out a way to hook it up in our hotel because we wanted it with us that bad for the week.
Let's do that last one.
We got blue.
It's like maybe it's like, but no, I think it's the same as the Fiji water.
So
It's
this is the water that I be drinking every day.
This is okay.
yeah,
I
this looks
guess.
good. This looks good.
It's not the best.
So, what were you explaining? We actually have
We
that
know what
chart.
the
So
best
before
is,
you
the
do
condom
that one, I
wall.
want to explain
Oh.
one other thing. The chart with the numbers. Can we put that chart up for
Yeah.
everybody to see? We're gonna have that go up real quick.
Well, what
Oh,
is this?
Dude, she
Is
kind
it
of
up?
talked about this with me
All
a
right,
little bit
chart
before
is
the
up. Can you
pod.
explain? Everyone can see the chart right now.
Great. So the ionizer doesn't just create drinking water. Like if you put water in a filter, you're going to get drinking water out the other side. This ionizer can create different pHs for you. So there is pH 2.5, which is super acidic, and you can use that for cleaning, sanitizing. Like you can use it for wound care. I have someone that works for me that brings it home and uses it when she has like breakouts on her face. She like douses her face in it. It's sanitary water, disinfect and clean. You can, use it in place of sanitizer. Stronger than bleach,
Has
but
like antiseptic properties and stuff.
Which one is that? What water is that?
2.5, so super
a
acidic.
water with
That's like the
2.5.
most acidic one, yeah.
So an example, like the yellow water would be great for that.
Yeah. If you want to antiseptic your stomach. So we don't drink 2.5, okay?
Okay.
Is there a 2.5?
4
Yeah, the
4
yellow.
to 6, that's acidic water, but it's like water for beauty.
Okay.
So that's like here in the light greenish,
For your
right?
skin.
So this machine will create that water for you. I spray it on my skin every day. You can use it to polish mirrors. You can use it for house cleaning. You can add it to bath water. Wash your face, hair care. You can add it to your laundry in the rinse cycle. And it has a lot of different cooking properties. So this says you can speed up the cooking time for beans because of the pH of the water. Boil eggs, they won't crack. Frozen foods, spray it when they're freezing and it'll maintain the flavor. It creates 7, which is non-ionized, just clean water. That's for taking medication or making a bottle. or like if you're taking supplements. Seen tests where you put down 2 bowls of water, exactly the same, but one is Kangen water and one is tap, and the animal will go for the Kangen water every single time.
Wow.
Yeah.
And dogs are like very particular
taste
with
buds
stuff
are
like
crazy.
that. Yeah.
What do you mean? I've seen my dog literally eat. What's that?
No, not in that aspect. I'm talking about like when they. No, I'm talking about for like when they know something is like.
Cats are smart. Though.
So is that all
I
of
will
them?
say that.
So well, other than the drinking water, for me, the 2 most important factors are the 2.5, which is the acidic, and the 11.5, which is the hyperalkaline on the other side. The alkaline is oil emulsifying. So you can, you see like produce sprays in the grocery store, and you gotta like soak your veggies in it, and it's got chemicals in the spray.
Yeah.
'Cause it's
All the
chemical spray.
pesticides.
If you soak your vegetables in 11.5, you can actually see the water change color because it's just removing the
All the
oils
bad.
from the surface. So, like if you took cherry tomatoes, I wish I had it with me, and you put 2 cups full of cherry tomatoes, and I put tap water on one, you wouldn't expect anything to happen, right? Because it's just sitting in water. Oil-based pesticides aren't coming off your food, just sitting there, or else they would come off in the rain.
Literally.
In 11.5, when I pour that water out, it's going to be yellow. It's going to not as dark as that last water on the end, but like that
Slight
yellow
tint.
tint because all the oil just is coming off.
Whoa.
So you can soak your produce in it and create, it's like non-tox.
Yeah.
So the moment that
Vibes.
we all expected. Now let's see the
The
difference.
Kangen water.
Can I
Oh,
just,
JP, tira char aí, por favor.
can I just mention something?
Yep.
Tomorrow I actually decided that I'm gonna stop drinking water,
And start drinking Gatorade.
and no, I'm just gonna stop drinking.
He's like, I'm scared.
All I know is I don't know what the water that I'm drinking, and this is like,
Tomorrow he's going to buy a Kangen machine.
sign me up, sign me up.
Okay.
So the moment that we all expected.
All right. So keep in mind, this came out of my machine like 4 or 5 hours ago.
So guys, this water
Hold
that
it,
she's
Charlie,
that
yep.
she's currently pouring the so what is that? Just like the solution for the check the
It's
pH.
just a pH test.
Yeah, so it's just like a pH tester. It's the water, the Kangen water, guys, that we've been talking about.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this.
Wow.
Look at the difference, dude. What?
That's awesome.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Look how much
Right
dark.
here.
I mean,
Literally,
put it at the end.
darkest-
Like at the end of
the
this. Look at
darkest,
that.
like-
Wow.
Oh la la.
So you can
Kangen
come to the
water.
Rose Room and
Can I
fill
have-
up
can I have some
a
of that?
gallon of water if you want. We have a machine at the Rose Room where we serve the water to our guests, and you can
That's
come and
dope.
fill up, test it, try it. If you drink a gallon a day and you start loving it, that's Kangen water in there. Oh, you want more?
Yeah.
I did bring a little bit.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
So if you're keen
There you
to
go.
try it, or if you just want to learn more about the business, I'm happy to share that with you.
I'm so happy. See, you guys see now this? I didn't know how to explain it to us. I was like, watch. Once you guys see it, you guys are gonna be like, go bet. Like,
No, this is dope. This is like no, it's
How much?
it's
How
only
much that thing go
I only
for?
drink it every now and then, and then you're like,
crazy.
no, you're drinking a water ball a day or 2 or 3, whatever it is. You're drinking this yellow shit over here.
How much?
How much is your health worth to you?
A lot. Anything. I pay any price. I go to Lifetime.
quotes can be discussed
Supply
afterwards after the
and demand.
podcast.
Supply and demand. That's what it is, guys. You have no idea.
Eric's
Like,
freaking out.
no, let me tell you something about this. Let me
No,
tell-
the water genuinely like
no,
it
yeah,
feel-
yeah. Bro, let me tell you about this.
King in the castle, king in the castle.
Guys, I'm not even kidding. Like you might not even tell the difference that drinking maybe Aquafina because that's just trash.
The worst. We've always known it was the worst.
Yeah, it's the
Literally.
worst. And it Dasani too, right? Dasani is horrible. Dasani.
You can taste it, right?
Bro, when a,
Weird,
when
like,
a soda
what?
company is selling water, you already gotta.
Yeah, but
Trash.
Tell us, Eric. Tell us. I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
100%, like my honest opinion, like me drinking this water, even after my favorite water, I feel like this is like it goes down easier. It's digested easier.
It feels lighter,
It feels right.
right?
Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe because
I know why.
Maybe because the way you built it up, and the way that you analyzed it, and the way that you made all these other ones look shitty. But this one,
It's that good. That's
It's-
why.
yeah.
Nah, for sure.
It's
I
not
really
a
like that.
placebo.
I
You can
agree.
see.
and guys, if you click the link at the bottom, you can get your own here.
With High Empower Podcast, go with 10% off today.
I'm joking, but
They're giving away money, guys.
I would love for us to do a blind taste
like,
test.
Like honestly though, like I
A
really,
blind taste test, all of us.
yeah, yeah,
That'd be sick.
That'd be sick. We should definitely do that. But like you kind of eliminating all these bad habits, let's say, and kind of just strictly drinking this water. Have you felt a difference in your lifestyle?
Absolutely. And I mean, within 2 months, my husband, I'll use him as an example because it's a better example. But he broke his back when he was a teenager. He fell off a roof. And he's got metal plates. He's always had back problems, like super tight joint issues.
I can relate.
Damn.
He, within 2 months of drinking this, he was like, man, you know, like I feel, for lack of a better term, like lubed up, you know, like more flexibility, more joint movement, less pain, which is just really, really powerful. For me, gut health, skin health, I mean, those two were really big for me. Honestly.
And that, like, and you everything you explained, like before, even like a little bit before we talked about it, you broke it down to me how like the actual ionization process, it breaks down the molecules even smaller than what they would be if it's just like a regular filter or whatever it is.
Yeah, structured water.
That's why like it makes so much sense. That's why it connects to the body, it makes you healthier and your body healthier, because I feel like it goes into the bloodstream better. So like your body, like say, like more lubricated.
Lubed up.
Yeah.
Andre's bulb light went like ding.
Nah, bro, this is no.
When I said lubed up?
It's because I'm so weird with water too. Like
We know you're weird.
Yo, I feel like I'm not even at your level with water, because I'm like, oh, I don't drink tap water. You over here, I only drink ionized water. I'm like, damn,
Yeah,
I need
baby.
to get on that level, dog.
So I'm a big thinker. I'm a big dreamer, right? And
I can tell that about you.
thank you. I appreciate it. And you know, you kind of like explaining how it looks like. It's like this kind of filter right next to your main faucet.
Yep.
Correct. What about something bigger, right? What if you guys were to join these guys in a fight?
No.
You would like that like
They would never put their water in a plastic bottle, number one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, and
What do they sell? Like Voss has like the glass bottles. Is that something they would
No,
do?
but it's because I
Well-
don't think they're not
Wait,
a
but wait,
water
wait.
company.
it's not, it won't hold, right? So it's electrically charged. So you're getting like 3 days max. You don't want to
Okay.
bottle it and leave it on the shelf. Even some of
'Cause they'll go
these, you know,
away.
Fiji's coming from the source. It might have been, you know,
A day
Fountain
or
of
two.
Youth ionized, great. But how long has it been in that bottle?
I get
How
it.
long has it been in and out of hot trucks and left on the sidewalk and in and out of coolers and in your car with plastic? And, you know, you got 3 days and then
Yeah.
your charge is gone.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay, so then like if you were to fill up a whole jug of, let's say like
A glass.
like for example, like
A gallon
enough for
jug.
you for the whole day.
Like the gallon.
yeah,
gallon?
like a gallon. You fill it up. That should be good for the whole day or for the
Yeah.
next 2 days.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, if you were to keep like drinking, that's awesome. That's cool.
So now you know that every 3 days you gotta go
Go to the Rose Room,
Webster and go to the
Get a breakfast sandwich.
Yeah.
and-
Get some water.
Start off your day
So
right.
you know how you mentioned Guy? Guy used to get his water from a specific place. So he used to go out there, fill up these.
So that was
the
spring.
spring.
That was spring water.
Yeah,
so we
from
have
Lynn.
it's
spring.
actually here in Massachusetts. Maybe you might have know about it. He
in
literally would
Lynn.
go there. Well, like every week, right? He would like
Yeah,
literally
he would
post.
fill
He
up
would get
all
like
his
a
shit.
little cart of just like a big glass gallons, and he would fill it up every week. He would go there and fill it
We
up off the
used to do
spring.
that.
Yeah.
and now you do
So
that.
what, so what
Yeah.
about that water?
I would say, I mean, you don't know what's in it. It's totally you know, there's no filter at all on that
In
unless you're going
dosage-
to filter it at
Yeah.
home.
So you shouldn't be drinking straight off of that or no?
I mean, we could if you brought some, we
You
can
could
test
test
it.
it, yeah.
You know, you could test the chlorine, you could test the pH. There's also another test called an ORP test. So you want it to be negative ORP because that's like all those antioxidants is negative ORP, and all of these other waters are like way in the positive. Kangen's going to be in the negative. So you could get the water and do these, you know, 3 tests on it and see how it is.
What are the benefits for like your skin? So like not by consuming it, but like the contact it has to your skin. Because I know like there's like different things. People say, oh, taking a hot shower, this happens. Taking a cold shower, this happens.
Sure.
Or taking a shower for too long, blah blah, whatever it is.
Yeah, like the people who get the shower machine.
The
for
thing
this.
I see the most is the chlorine. So
because it dries your skin and all that.
totally and absorbs into your skin super fast, and it's a
Really?
chemical, right? And it's not going to go away.
Yeah.
So there's another test. I do have my chlorine drops but I don't know if any of these waters have chlorine. It would take kind of some doing,
Mm-hmm.
but I can show you after. Where I would pour 2 glasses of tap water, and in one I would put the drops and test how much chlorine is in there. If the water's going to turn yellow. In the other glass, same water, I would put my hand. And after like 20 seconds, I'd take my hand out, and when I put the drops in, the water's not going to turn yellow because all the chlorine is
Stuck to your
is
hand.
in me now and not in the water anymore. Yeah. So that's how fast when you're showering, when you go in a chlorine pool, like that's how
When
fast.
you go in a pool, your body's probably like taking in so much chlorine.
Yeah.
Is there people like, do people feel something from that? Like, do you think like
Is there-
I'm sure if you are in tune with your body that much, you would know. I
Dude,
mean,
that's crazy. Cause the reason I asked that is because I would love to have like a system. Cause when I was living in Florida, the water there is very like it like would turn like the pipes and stuff orange. I don't know if it's rust or what it was like.
Sure.
But what are whatever
Iron.
sediments? Yeah, the iron in the water. But I felt like when I started showering there, my skin just started like getting these like weird like bumps and stuff. And like I knew it was because of the water, because it never happened out here. I'm like, dude,
Sure.
it's the water from out here for sure. And then I'm like, what am I gonna do? Like, is there some kind of system that I can literally connect to like
Yeah.
the
You
could
water
do the-
tank? That's why I asked her. Like, do you guys
Yeah.
have like a big system
like
where
huge improvement in your
ionizes, like-
hair. Like if you got curly
Yeah.
hair, it's gonna like help it keep
So they
it
have like an
shaped, not so
attachment that you put to your
dry.
shower
In the
head.
shower,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Whoa.
See, I'm definitely gonna look into that, because
I got
that's and my once I'm telling you, once I tell my mom's gonna listen to this episode, she's probably gonna call. I'm not even kidding.
You're
She's
already in profit.
Probably this is gonna.
I just had another crazy idea. So think about this, right? Hear me out. This might be the next big thing. I'm not gonna lie.
I was just a layup sale for you. That's crazy.
So, like you said, it's like I'm still stuck in the idea of like this kind of like this small tank next to the faucet.
Yeah.
What if we bring it like at the bottom of the house where the water is all going
So
to?
that's what I was just
basically your
asking her.
whole
Yeah.
house is under that type of water.
So
They don't have whole home filtration.
Yeah, so that's what I just asked her. So
That'd be sick.
So being a carpenter, like there's people in their houses that they get like whole home filtration systems, but
Sure.
it's not that. It's not. It's literally
No.
just like a charcoal whatever company
Which you
that
could
they
have,
make.
like I have a
Yeah.
pre-filter at my house under the counter, and then after
That
it goes through the
into
pre-filter, then
ionizer.
it goes in.
Fire.
Wow, it's like
Fire.
double filter.
Yeah, and
Have
at the
you-
rose room too, I have a double filter.
You ever heard of the company Towncraft? It's called like at my house we've had this like
Every
big,
Brazilian has had a Towncraft in their
facts.
house.
So
bro.
like we've had this one filter for like I think maybe like 15 years. As long as I can remember being in the United States, we've had this filter.
My
Like
grandma
and-
has one.
Do you change it?
So it has like no we do. It has like a big like so every year they come
Sure.
and they change and there's like it's like
Like
a
a
tube
cartridge,
like
right?
Yeah, so like think of like two
Yeah.
of these like stacked up on each other. That's
Yeah, yeah.
literally what it looks like. And then I don't drink any water besides that. You can ask them. I always have this on me. Like I don't drink like any kind of like tap water or nothing because I'm like weird with that. Ever since
Give it to me.
I got it in my head, dude, this is gonna be crazy. This is
just
gonna
curious, right?
fuck me up. This is gonna fuck me up.
I'm
Yo,
curious.
Eric, I'm not drinking water anymore.
your whole
My whole world is about to come crashing down. My whole world's about to come crashing down. Oh my god.
All right, what's happening?
Oh shit, brought through ice cubes in there.
Excuses.
Ruined.
Excuses.
Well, don't put it. Well, one.
I mean, the ice cubes. I hope it's filtered through my fridge.
I was about to, oh, it's through your fridge and shit.
No, but your fridge has a filter.
That's what I'm saying, but I don't know.
Sorry. Your cover's on the ground. I'm so sorry.
Oh no, you're good. You're good.
You will never get this.
All right, so what's the pH here? No,
Oh my lord.
dude, no good. We're green. Okay.
Neutral.
That's all right. All right,
No,
Andre,
more than blue. It's getting
you're
blue.
not gonna die.
Okay, it's like
you're
more-
not gonna die.
And is it filtering chlorine?
Oh, here we go.
That's actually the real question.
No,
Looks
it
like
is.
yes.
Fire!
Thank Lord Jesus Christ.
Towncraft's fire.
Andre,
Yeah. Okay.
So we're chlorine free, so that's a plus.
I mean, that's like the main thing. You feel me?
nice.
It's not, yeah, it's not, like I said, not electrically charged, ionized, blah, blah, blah. Not more easily absorbed, not antioxidant rich.
It's not full shit. It's just half.
but
shit.
it is okay.
I mean, I will say, like I said, like I did. So the ice cubes.
You've done what you can do.
Yeah, facts. I've done like the knowledge.
purple.
But now you have new knowledge, right?
All I'm saying is, you ever like Richie. Once he told me about the water thing before you came here, I was like, bro, I'm already gonna be on this because I was asking if you knew who Gary Brecka was, and he talks about this like religiously, like, and literally since Did you just drink it?
No, don't.
I'm not gonna drink
Yeah, I was
it.
gonna say, bro, did you just drink that?
Because you'll die.
Don't do it.
I'm just looking. I think this water is better than your water, Andre. What is
It's
which
the
one? is
same,
it?
no?
I think it's just because it's cold.
It's cold. It is cold. It's cloudy.
Yeah.
It's
See
the
when
same.
it settles down.
It's the same.
Cause look, if it's more blue, then mine's
Yo,
better.
if you want to reuse the bottle, just come to my house. I'll refill it for you.
But yeah,
Oh, I just poured the chlorine drops in there.
Whoa, is this science class?
Chemistry.
that's crazy. It's all good.
Oh, pega o negócio aí na frente.
All
But yeah.
right.
All right, so I'm a little bit more at ease.
Thank you
I'm
guys
more
for,
blue. I'm more blue.
I hope everyone now
we do this?
understands. I hope everyone now understands a little bit more about their waters and understand that the consumption of what you're putting in, such as even water, makes a difference in your life.
Yeah.
And Jess has all the details about it. If you have any questions, if you guys have any other concerns about this, you want to hear more about this, again, we have her link underneath in our description.
Come and find me.
You guys could always come and find her. Jess, I mean, can you give us the address for the Rose Room?
Sure, it's 4 East Main Street in Webster.
Webster, and
Yes.
then new location still undisclosed.
Undisclosed. I have
Undisclosed?
actually not announced it to the public.
Awesome.
Wait,
So now I have.
So this was the first.
Is there
This,
gonna be a
this was
grand
the
opening and stuff?
There will be. Yeah,
Let-
the
let
lease
us
doesn't
know.
start until January.
Yeah,
so-
let us know. We'll
Awesome.
give a,
On
we'll
location.
definitely-
Ring in the new year.
We should do a
Let's
live
go.
podcast there.
Bring the couch.
We will. Girl, if we brought this couch to a top of a building in Boston, we're gonna bring this couch anywhere. You know.
Jess, a lot of things that we'd like to talk about too is just what we do here to give back and to do back to the community in programs like seminars, the things you do. Do you have anything that's coming up that you want to maybe talk about?
Any events?
Well,
Any
right
events,
now,
anything?
Sure. So, one for the Rose Room, November 15th, we're having our 5-year anniversary. We're giving away 100 free lattes to the first 100 people who come.
What day was this?
November 15th.
November 15th, guys.
And then we're also doing a raffle. So anyone who spends $25 in the store that day will be entered into the raffle to win like a holiday pastry box, $100 value. So that'll be fun.
That's awesome.
And
Can we throw
then,
in a Kangen system or something? You know what I'm saying?
And
actually, let me put it out there that anyone who decides to come into the business with me because of this podcast, you mentioned this podcast and you come in, I'm going to give you $100.
Ooh, you heard it here first, guys. There you
Let's
go.
go.
Okay.
Let's
Yo,
go. That
don't miss
referral.
this opportunity. You guys just saw this. Yo,
if you guys,
I don't gotta even talk. Just rewind the video, rewatch it again, and you'll literally change your mind.
because we all know that we have, there's water freaks out there. You know, everybody has like a specific water that they like to drink, and guys, this is definitely gonna. This is definitely gonna change the way you see water. Definitely change.
How much pH is it?
Does the Callan have?
We're not going to test that.
You know,
that was dope.
You know, it was awesome to see the different kinds of water that we be drinking and how toxic some of these are right. And
Can we pH test tequila before
Yo,
you leave?
and the thing, and what I love about this too is it's not like just talking about water, but like guys, be aware of everything you're putting into your body.
Yep.
Not just the water you're drinking, but everything you eat. Like everything she talked about with the ionization of this water and how it cleanses your whole
benefits.
system. There's a reason why it's cleansing your system. It's because there's things in there that shouldn't be there. So know what you're putting into your body, what you're eating, what you're drinking. So yeah, just be aware of that, guys.
yeah, and thank you so much for you to you coming here and not only talking to us about water and how different each water is, but coming in here and expressing your what you've been through in life and how you got out of the hole that you've been once. And I find that truly valuable. I really do. And I think it's fucking awesome to have you here because you never know who's listening. You never know if someone's was at the same exact spot that you were, and they just needed that someone just to have to have some hope, to build some hope in their own life. And one thing that we always like to do here is to give you a chance to give advice to the listeners, and
Kind of some last words.
Yeah, kind of some last words of wisdom for the people that are going through the different struggles, but are going through the different shades of life.
Yeah, my favorite thing that I like to say for myself and that I sometimes share online is that everything is always working out for me. So if you can adopt that as your mantra, like that saying completely changed my life. And also do it scared. do it fucking scared. Because if you don't, like, no one's going to give a shit if you didn't do it except for you. Like, at the end of the day, you're going to be the one that regrets, like, not going for your dream. No one's going to hold it against you that you didn't take the leap, but you're going to regret it.
Let's go.
That's cool, bro.
That
I've been listening to a song for the past probably 2 to 3 weeks, like every day in the morning. It says, everything that you want in your life, everything that you want manifested for your life. And it just keeps repeating that, and that's basically what she's saying. That everything that you dream about, everything that you want to be, manifest it. Speak it into reality. Speak it like it's already here for you. And eventually, things will start lining up. Doors will start open. People will start, coming in, and and things will just, align, and that's
Hell
important.
Yeah. One more episode. Jess, thank you so much for being here with us today. Before we wrap it up, we do have to pay some bills, because that's very important. Because thank you to all our sponsors that have been always supporting us since day one and giving us all the love. We have a major sponsor, Exotic Auto Spa, who actually just had an awesome event, guys. We have a rally of about 45 exotic vehicles that came from New Jersey. That video is already out at Exotic Auto Spa's Instagram. We were a proud sponsor of that event. It was awesome. And we actually have a really amazing charity event that's going to also be coming. More details will be dropped, but Hit Podcast and Exotic Auto Spa are coming together to do an amazing Christmas charity event, and we're super excited about this one. Just a little sneak peek for you guys of what's coming up. So thank you once again, Jess, for coming out here. I know it was a far drive for you. It's late. You're a mom. You have a business to run.
Definitely past my bedtime.
You have so much that you're doing. And I want to let you know that keep doing what you're doing. Your energy is contagious. Your vibe, your motivation, everything that you do. From the moment and the second that I met you, I felt it and I knew it was real. And it was awesome. I'm glad to have you here. Thank you for believing in our vision.
Thank you so much.
Believing in our goal.
Seriously honored to be here.
No, this is awesome. It's an honor to have you here. It's dope hearing that, because it makes us feel like we're doing something we're being, this is it makes all this worth it.
And I want to say something for all my guys out there who are selling and who are hustling, who are making things happen. I mean, look at this. This relationship started with the sales process that I gained the trust, and it worked, and we became friends, and it's more than just a business partner selling, now, right? Yeah. It's not just a business experience. And it's that, guys. Take your job serious. Go in there with your heart, with your sleeve. Believe in what you do. And like she said, do the best that you can for everyone out there. That the right people will align in your life. For sure.
100%.
Hell yeah.
Guys, thank you guys so much for watching. This is the High Empire Podcast coming to you live on YouTube, guys. Without you guys, we are nothing. With you guys, we are everything. Thank you for all our sponsors.
Don't forget to
thank you
comment.
everybody. Thank you everybody that for everything. Shut up.
Let's go, High Power Podcast.